Okay, perhaps not. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Are we enjoying ourselves? Are we getting excited about this? You know, on the way here, I don't know how many of you have driven today, but I kind of go into my own little world when I'm driving, and I look at things or look for things that I love as I'm driving along. It might be the shape of a tree, the shape of a cloud, whatever it is. But today was special because I've got an old car, and I don't know how many people remember cassette tapes. Yeah. My car's still got a cassette tape. And I have to say, I was bopping along to the 80s music, and I'm knackered. Okay, so let's talk about numbers. I love numbers. We know an awful lot of what's going on. Yeah, we know, as Red said, that there are nearly 5 billion people that use the internet today. Yeah. And we also know that there's 196 million new people started to use the internet last year, with nearly 500,000 coming on every single day. And that means by 2030, we're estimated to have just over 7 billion people on the internet. And OnPassive's got something for every single one of them. Every single one of them. These are all of our market. And what does it mean to us? Well, I'm not a tech guy, as Comfort clearly pointed out. I like simplicity. And I love the fact that OnPassive has been designed for guys like me that don't know how to use these things. So OnPassive is going to design me or register me a domain name, build me a website, drive specific targeted traffic to my website, close the sale, deal with all the customer support, and hey, it's going to pay me as well. I'm aware. Fantastic. So here's an example. I'm going to give you an example today. This is purely an example, folks. It's not, this is what the company's going to do. This is just an example. So I'm going to say that the company are going to create 3 customers for you within a very short period of time, probably the first couple of days. You never know. Ash did a test a couple of years ago, and he wanted to get 1 million opt-ins to see how long it would take to get 1 million opt-ins. Now, he didn't use the artificial intelligence, and it took 12 days. Now, what's it going to take with the artificial intelligence? 12 hours? No. Don't know. But I'm going to use an example, and I'm just going to say that you get your first 3 customers very quickly, and after that, it's going to take 3 months to create a further 3 customers for you and the 3 customers that you've already got. Okay? So it's going to go nice and simply, and here's some numbers for you, Comfort. Yeah, sure. U plus 3 is 4. Right? 4 times 3 is 12, plus your 4, 16. 16 times 3, 48, plus your 16, 64. The last one, 64 times 3, 192, plus your 64, 256 customers. So you've got 256 customers and you've done nothing. Now, what if you get excited like we have? All of you people here are excited about the opportunity here. So if you shared this opportunity with 9 others, that's all 9 others, you can multiply those figures by 10. You'd have 2,560 customers at the end of the first year instead of 256. Now, we all have an income goal. Some of us have got 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Some of us are nuts like me and want to go a little higher. But as Ash has pointed out, bottom line is we're going to fill our tanks first. And we all know that we're sorted because we're part of OnPassive. And that's where the excitement comes from, because once you've filled your tank, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to help others? And this is phenomenal, because I haven't even been able to fill my tank yet. Here we go. Okay, so we know that the founder position is closed, but there are going to be reseller opportunities. Customers are going to come on board. So there are lots of ideas as to as to how to do it. But I want to cover a very quick couple of points. First of all, pensions. In the UK, did you guys know that the average pension pot in the UK is just under £62,000? That's having worked for yourself or for a company for 30 years. £62,000. That provides an income of about £3,000 a year. Nothing. The average old age pension in the UK is £141.85, I think it is. I can't remember. Something like that. £141.85. And again, you add the two together, that's just over £840 a month. Now, I don't know about you guys, but my bar bill's higher than that. £846 a month, you can't live on that. You know, the cost of inflation at the moment, 9 to 11%. We know that the petrol costs now £2 a litre almost. It's ridiculous. Electricity and gas is going up, thanks to that idiot in Moscow. Okay, education fees. Education fees is another one. We know that the average cost to send your son or daughter to university is over £9,000 a year. The cost of maintenance for looking after him, making sure he's got accommodation, food, etc. That's another £9,000 odd pounds. Thankfully, my son didn't go to university because I know he would have spent a dance on more than that. But the average cost of the accommodation is another £8,600. So you're talking about £27,000 a year. Yeah, £27,000. That's a lot of money. Try paying that each and every month to cover the cost. It's near on an impossibility if you're looking after yourself. But that means that your son or daughter could start their working career with a debt of over £80,000 a year. Now, my first mortgage was, I'm not that old, but my first mortgage was a darn sight smaller than that. But that was a 25-year loan. So who in their right mind wants to send their kids to university and have that debt hanging over them? Well, this is an opportunity, folks, that gives us the opportunity to help ourselves. How quickly do you want to get there? Yeah, there's no recruiting. Everything's automated. Even the bits that I can't do, they're going to help me with. Fantastic. All you've simply got to do is share the opportunity. And there are so many ideas that you could do it. Collins has been through OConnect. You know, we've got an ingrained duty from our CEO who wants to help others. He wants us to help others too. So where do we start? You know, there's a lot of people that have said no. We're Brits. We're all cynical. We want to see the money. Yeah, the first thing is let's see the money. If you don't see the money, it doesn't exist. Yeah, it's plain and simple. So the first people we go back to as soon as we got the reseller open is all of those that said no. Those naysayers that didn't believe. Oh, I'm going to love that bit. Anyone who lives next door to someone who's got a kid at school or even in further education. Opportunities. These are all opportunities. Anyone that's already retired. Listen, I worked in Spain for many years, and the average pension pot in Spain is 80,000. That's not very much. So these people are living in Spain for £4,000 a year. That's ridiculous. How do they do it? You can't go out for a meal with your loved one. Can't do very, and you sure as hell can't put petrol in the car to go very far. Not at the moment, anyway. Okay, so as I said, look at specific opportunities. And I said, anyone who's currently what's he say? Uses a video conferencing. Everybody, Zoom just gone nuts because everybody's using video conferencing. I have a friend of mine who is a maths teacher at a school in Portsmouth. And he said, Zoom was great, but it took us 3 weeks to teach the kids how to use it. And then what they do is they log on. And as soon as they log on, they're in the background playing on their Xbox. Now, what have we got? OConnect has got distraction detection equipment. So the kids can't do that. Phenomenal. So anyone that uses a video conferencing, whether you speak to individuals or not, from a business perspective, you know, as a financial advisor, I've got clients around the globe. But if I want to find new clients, I introduce them to OnConnect and say, by the way, we're going to do a video call on OnConnect. They become a client of OnPassive, whether I take them on as a client of financial services or not. Irrelevant. So how many people do you know that uses video conferencing? Simple. Can't read this, I need glasses. Anyone you know that's got an existing customer base. Now, if the customer base can be anything, you know, a garage that's got customers that have their cars fixed, it doesn't matter. Anybody that you know that's got a customer base has an opportunity here to expand their network simply by sharing what we've got. It is that simple. Yeah. Anyone who works with a company that's got employees, that's a no-brainer. Yeah. Lots of the companies, I know some of you guys work for the National Health Service, for instance. There's internal communication systems. We've got OP here. Phenomenal. Right, so again, if I relate this to my industry, one of the companies I work for had offices in 70 countries around the globe with managers, regional managers, etc. OP can pick out, or you can have specifics for just the managers, just for the regional managers, or even all of the consultants worldwide. And because there's no limit, you can have all 20, 30,000 of them on board at once. Okay, now, again, I'll give you an example. This particular company I'm talking about have got 50,000 orphan clients. In other words, they haven't got a consultant to look after those clients. For this particular company, they'd have 50,000 new customers with OnPassive and a residual income from those customers simply by saying, do you know what, we're going to look after you now. And here, by the way, go on to OnConnect. We'll do a conference call. Yeah, they become a client of OnPassive. How many things? I wake up in the middle of the night now, it's driving me nuts. I've got pen and paper next to me. Yeah, pen and paper next to me, and I'm writing down little ideas on who I can introduce it to. What products work with these different people. Phenomenal. So, payroll systems again. So what is your income goal? Is it 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000? What's your limit? What do you want? How quickly do you want to get there? Do you want it in 10 years or do you want it next year? No. I want it, yeah, exactly. Now. I want it now. Or as the South Africans say, just now. Yeah. Which means never. Yeah. Okay, so the opportunity is there. You have that opportunity. You can choose what you want and how quickly you want to get it. It's simply how much you want to do. I hope that helps, guys. Thank you very much.